Big moment for Chris Adams now, making his debut. A few nerve ends tingling out there, but he's a very competent player. Derbyshire and now Sussex, facing Hansi Cronje. And he's off the mark. Not as he might have planned it last night while thinking for several hours about the game and the first ball he'd received, but there he is, he's on one.
Well, rather a hopeful charge down the pitch at Hansi Cronje. Cronje himself, of course, is the master of that sort of ploy as a batsman. He appears to be seeing Adams on the way down and pulling the ball down short into the leg side. That's the classical way of avoiding the man who's swinging a big shot at the other end, and there it goes, whistling past leg stump. Good bit of fielding, but it all seemed a bit in slow motion. But I just wonder, the direct hit is always worth an extra view.
Well, Nick Knight looks very confident there, leaning on his bat. He almost looked as though he was slowing up. A very good early call by Nick Knight, and a very good bit of fielding by Sean Pollock. But there's no doubt that Knight is in his ground.
Oh, that really was a tight one. Well stopped in the outfield, otherwise there might have been more than one overthrow. Simcox is the man down the boundary. Cronje was the thrower, but it really was a risky single called by Adams.
Well, the problem here is that Adams actually hit the ball quite firmly to Cronje. It reached him quite quickly. Cronje only had to hit the stumps, and I think Nick Knight was gone.
The thicker edge this time. Oh, brilliant stop. South African fielding has been top class. Not just the fact that they dive around, but they actually dive and keep an eye on the ball, and so often the ball hits the outstretched hand. Oh, little fault in the keeping there. I think the head went up, and it's given England 4 byes, and much needed, in fact. 4 wides.
So halfway through, England are 97 for 1. Edged away. Well, it's past the keeper. No chance for Mark Boucher. And it's gone through for 4. Lance Klusner can't catch it. Chris Adams really trying to hit that very, very hard, and well, gets away with it. It wasn't off the meat of the bat. In the book it looks just the same.
Yes, just a little bit full to play that full shot, and you can see Pat Simcox, and it's very disappointing for Hansi Cronje. He's had a slip in all morning. First time he's taken him away, and that's the result.
Fetch that back. That's it with immense power. Ninth boundary of the morning. And he's out. Thin little edge through to Mark Boucher signals the end of Chris Adams' innings. Just when he was starting to flow too. Adams gone for 25. And Jacques Kallis is the man who takes the wicket.
Yes, a quicker delivery. And Chris Adams just looking to run it away square. Well, in the end, Mark Boucher, he was going to take it with his fingers pointing down. In the end, because it was that much quicker, to change and adjust, and did that well. And Chris Adams on his